Last class we talked about like terms and unlike terms. Based on the understanding of like terms and unlike terms, we will talk about 5.3 today. It's adding polynomials. When we write the sum of two polynomials, which means when we add two polynomials up, we write each polynomial in brackets. For example, if I want to add these two polynomials together, I will use a pair of brackets to show the first polynomial. And I will put another pair of brackets on the second polynomial. Hope you guys also can develop a very good way to write mathematics. Let's look at the first example. Use algebra tiles to add these two polynomials. Add 3x squared plus 2 plus brackets x squared minus 1. Let's look at how we can add these two polynomials together. The first step is sketch tiles for each polynomial. The first polynomial is 3x squared plus 2. In the first term, this one is 3x squared, positive 3x squared. So that means we can drag 3 big yellow squares. Plus 2 means I need to drag 2 yellow unit squares. The second polynomial is x squared minus 1. The first term is x squared. Positive x squared, that means I can drag another big yellow square. Minus 1, that means I need to drag 1 little red square. So this time you will see 1 0 pair. This little yellow with this little red. They can cancel out. I can remove them. So right now I only have those many algebra tiles left. Let's change those algebra tiles to a polynomial. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 yellow big squares left. This one means I have 4x squared. Then I have 1 yellow little square left. This one means positive 1. So the answer for the adding is 4x squared plus 1. Okay, so when we put all the algebra tiles together, we group the like terms together as well and combine the like terms. Let's look at how we can add two polynomials symbolically. We have two different methods to add the polynomials symbolically. One is called a horizontal method. The other way is called vertical method. These two methods are just the same as adding two numbers. For example, I have 19 plus 43. I can add these two numbers horizontally. I also can add these two numbers vertically. So when we add two polynomials, we can use the same ways as adding numbers. Let's look at how we can add two polynomials horizontally. The first step is remove the brackets. I want to remove both of these two pairs of the brackets. Since there is no sign in front, that means this one is a positive sign. So for positive sign, this pair of brackets has no use. You can just remove them right away. Plus, you can remove the second pair of brackets right away. But when you remove the second pair of brackets, you will see these two terms become a little bit tricky because I have two signs. One is positive, one is negative. One positive, one negative. And the operation between them is multiplication. How can I know this is a multiplication if I put 1 in front of the second pair of brackets? So this one means positive 1 times brackets negative 5x squared plus 3x minus 5. So positive 1 times negative 5, it's negative 5. This is also called the distributive property. If you want to say, I want to distribute positive 1 to positive 3x, just go ahead. Because positive 1 times positive 3, it's still positive 3. Positive 1 times negative 5, it's negative 5. So when you remove the second pair of brackets, just be careful about the sign for these two. Positive, negative, they become negative. Okay, after I remove the pair of brackets, then I have one polynomial. Then we can just group the like terms using the highlighters. So I will see 3x squared. Let's find its like term. Its like term is negative 5x squared. Right now, let's change a color to another pair of like terms. Positive 2x. Let's find its like term. Its like term is positive 3x. Positive 4. No x, no variables behind the number. This is a constant term. Let's find its like term. Its like term is negative 5. So with all the like terms are identified, we can combine the like terms. When we combine the like terms, we only need to add their coefficients up. So this time, I will put yellow with yellow. 3 minus 5. 3 plus negative 5. They're the same. It's negative 2x squared. Green with green. Positive 2 plus positive 3. That's positive 5. And copy the variable x. Pink with pink. Positive 4 minus 5. You also can see positive 4 plus negative 5. So this one will give you negative 1. So that's how I can add these two polynomials horizontally. This one is for you to try. We will come back and check the answers together. Right now, let's introduce the vertical method. Just like adding two numbers, 19 plus 43. How can you add two numbers vertically? You usually start with the ones digit. 9 plus 3, 12. Then I carry one ahead. So this one is the 10th digit column. I add all the numbers in this column up, it's 6. So then I get a 62. So when you add two polynomials, it's exactly the same as adding two numbers. The only difference lies in you can either start from the left side or start from the right side, since you don't have to carry a number forward. So you can start with either of the side first. So let's just follow the number adding. I want to start from the constant terms. Positive 4 plus negative 5. It's negative 1. Positive 2x plus positive 3x. This is positive 5x. 3x squared plus negative 5x squared. Since they are like terms, you only need to do 3 plus negative 5. Negative 2x squared. We will get to the same adding result. I'm not so sure which way you prefer to use for the adding polynomials, but I hope that you guys can develop both of the skills. So try the horizontal method here yourself and check the answer with mine. So let's try the vertical method in this case. So remember, you need to align the like terms. The first one is 7s plus 14. No s squared term. But the second one has, I put on the square term first, plus s minus 6. I need to add them up. Let's start from the constant term. Positive 14 plus negative 6. That's positive 8. 7s plus positive 1s. So we will get plus 8s. Nothing in this one, in the first polynomial for x squared. It's just nothing. Nothing plus negative 6s squared. It's just negative 6s squared. So you can find you will get the same adding result. Okay, so right now let's look at an example 3. Determine a polynomial for the parameter of a rectangle. Last time we talked about the parameter already. So the parameter is I add all sides up. Okay, so right now I have 4 sides in the rectangle. So I will have this one 3x plus 2 as well. And this side is equal to this side. These two sides are equal. So this one is 2x plus 1. So what I need to do is, I need to add all 4 sides up. I can do 3x plus 2 plus 2x plus 1 plus 3x plus 2 plus the last side 2x plus 1. So you can remove the brackets. It's 3x plus 2 plus, since this one has no sign, that means this one is a positive sign in front. Positive times positive become positive. So for the second polynomial, when I remove the brackets, I just put on plus 2x plus 1. The same for the third polynomial, plus 3x plus 2 plus 2x plus 1. Okay, so this time I can find the like terms in this big polynomial. So 3x, its like term, 2x, positive 3x, positive 2x. Positive 2, positive 1. Positive 2, positive 1. So combine the like terms. 3x plus 2x plus 3x plus 2x, I will get 10x. Positive 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1, I will get 6. If you have trouble in adding all 4 polynomials together, you can add 2 at one time. Then find the result from this sum, then use the sum at the third polynomial. Then find a new result to add the fourth polynomial. But you also can add those 4 polynomials in the vertical method. So let's look at, I can add 3x plus 2 plus 2x plus 1 plus 3x plus 2 plus 2x plus 1 in the column way, as long as you can line up the like terms. So we will get the constant terms add up to 6. And those x terms, they add up to 10x. Okay, let's substitute it to check your answer. Choose a value for x such as x equals 1 to check if my adding result is correct. So based on my adding result, when x equals 1, that means I sub 1 in for x. So my parameter when x equals 1 is 10 times 1 plus 6. It's 10 times 1 is 10. 10 plus 6 16. So let's look at if it's correct. If I find each side length after I sub 1 for x for each side. So x equals 1, this side becomes 3. X equals 1, this side become 5. X equals 1, this side is 3. When x equals 1, this side is also 5. So if you add all 4 sides up, 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, it's really 16. So that means my adding result, 10x plus 6, is correct. So let's look at example 4, adding polynomials in 2 variables. If I have 2 variables, how can I add them horizontally? But if you want to use the vertical method, that's your choice. Okay, if you want to add them up horizontally, the first step is we need to remove the brackets. So this one can be removed right away. This one can be removed right away since it's plus. You can leave this plus sign with the negative sign. You also can change these 2 signs to a negative sign since it's positive 1 times negative 4. So we will have 2a squared plus a minus 3b minus 7ab plus 3b squared. Then minus 4b squared plus 3ab plus 6b minus 5a plus 5a squared. After I remove the brackets, I need to identify the like terms and group them using the highlighters. So I will use the yellow color for 2a squared. So where is its like term? Something a squared. I found it. It's positive 5a squared. Plus a, negative 5a. They are the like terms. Minus 3b. Where is its like term? It's plus 6b. Minus 7ab. I find it's plus 3ab. Let's use the light pink. Okay, so plus 3b squared. So this one is its like term. So after I find all the like terms, what I need to do is combine the like terms. 2a squared with 5 plus 5a squared. 2 plus 5, 7a squared. Green with green color. Positive a minus 5a. This positive a means positive 1a minus 5a. So minus 4a. Negative 3b plus 6b. Negative 3 plus 6 plus 3b. Hot pink was the hot pink one. Negative 7ab plus 3ab. Negative 7 plus 3 minus 4ab. These 2 light pinks together. Positive 3b squared minus 4b squared. Positive 3 minus 4. Negative 1 left. Negative 1b squared. You can ignore this negative 1. Just put a minus b squared. Okay, this is a horizontal way to add them up. We also can do a vertical way. If you want to use vertical way, let's copy the first polynomial first. You always can just copy the first polynomial regardless of the order of the terms. So this time, if the second polynomial does not show up the like terms in the order, you have to switch the terms around yourself. So negative 4b squared, that's the first term in the second polynomial. You need to line up negative 4b squared with 3b squared. So the first term goes to this position. The second term, positive 3ab. I put a positive 3ab here. The next term, positive 6b. Positive 6b, I line up with negative 3b. Minus 5a, negative 5a. Align this term with positive a. Positive 5a squared. Line up with 2a squared. And add them up. If you line up all the like terms, it's very easy for you to add these two polynomials vertically. Positive 2 plus positive 5, positive 7a squared. Positive 1a minus 5a, negative 4a. Negative 3 plus 6 plus 3b. Negative 7 plus 3, negative 4ab. Positive 3 plus negative 4, negative 1b squared. The same, this one can become invisible. So right now we need to work backwards. Example 5. Find the polynomials that is added to 3x squared plus 7x plus 2 to get to the sum 2x squared plus 5x plus 8. Solve using the vertical method. Okay, maybe the vertical method is easy for us to visualize what is the second missing polynomial here. So something plus something equals this one. So then you look at the like terms in each column. So I will cut into 3 columns. Positive 2 plus what is positive 8? You will see you plus positive 6. Then ask yourself, positive 7x plus what is positive 5x? If you're not able to see, you can use positive 5x minus positive 7x, just like this one. You can do positive 8 minus positive 2. We can get a positive 6. So positive 5 minus positive 7. Positive 5 minus positive 7. What is that? So this one is negative 2. So here we fill up by negative 2x. You guys will see positive 7 plus negative 2. It's really positive 5. Then ask yourself 3x squared plus what is 2x squared? If you have trouble in figuring this one out, do 2 minus 3. 2 minus positive 3. It's negative 1x squared. Of course, for this one, you can ignore this one. Just put a negative x squared simply. Okay, so the second polynomial we can find in this addition is negative x squared minus 2x plus 6. Hope that you guys can try those 3 adding polynomials yourself and check the answer with mine later.